Buenos dias. My name is Juan Gonzalez, and this is my introductory speech. Movies tend to show older siblings constantly playing tricks and pranking the youngest sibling, while having another sibling defend the youngest one. Being the youngest of four children, I was always being pushed around and told what to do by my two older brothers. To make matters worse, I was a small kid growing up, so they managed to use my height as an advantage to pull a bunch of jokes on me. Midget, that was the name my brothers called me as a kid. I was called that name for two reasons. One was because of my height, and two was because one day my brothers were talking and I was annoying them by mimicking their conversations. They tried to grab me, but since I was small, I managed to get in between their legs and around their arms. When they finally caught up with me, my sister came into the room and she managed to stop them. I looked up to my sister because she stopped the two people who I thought were ruthless, and she made me feel safe and confident that one day I'll be able to do the same thing she did, maybe not against someone else, but toward an obstacle that is stopping me from growing as a human. I didn't just learn from my sister. I also learned from the two people who were causing me trouble when I was a kid, my brothers. They showed me that whenever they saw me struggling, they would drop what they were doing and they would go up to me just to make me suffer even more. The lesson I learned was that whenever they saw an opportunity, they stopped everything and they went to go take that opportunity. I saw a quote a while back from Dwayne The Rock Johnson that said, "When you walk up to opportunity's door, don't knock it. Kick that bitch in, smile, and introduce yourself." Anyone can see an opportunity and reach for it, but those who act immediately and rush for that opportunity will have a better improvement on themselves and it will make them feel better. My sister saw her own opportunity every time she would be there to stop my brothers and protect me, and it made her feel good. And I want that opportunity in myself to make others feel good as well. When I was a kid, we used to live in Lancaster, California. We owned a house over there, and the house was a farm, so we had a few goats, a cow, some chickens, and a few birds. And Lancaster is located near the Mojave Desert, so the temperature would rise up a lot during the summer. And my brothers and dad decided to buy a pool for me and my sister. And my brothers helped my dad set it up. They filled it with water. I went inside. I put on some shorts and I put on a shirt. And when I went outside to get inside the pool, my brothers decided to join me. So we went inside the water. We started swimming around, and eventually my brothers got bored and they wanted to do something else. They looked around for a ball so they could start tossing around, but they didn't find any. They ended up finding me. And since I was small, I curled up into a ball, and between every toss, I would get a lot of momentum. Every now and then, I would stick my leg out to feel the water to see how high I was, and eventually, I stopped feeling the water. I decided to look down, and I noticed that my brothers were tossing me even higher every between every toss. I got scared, and I wanted my sister to stop them, and I was looking around, but I couldn't find my sister. So I remember how she would stop my brothers from hurting me or just putting any pranks on me. So I decided to do what my sister might do, but I ended up spreading my legs and my arms open, and this startled one of my brothers, and he ended up sidestepping, causing me to go outside of the pool. I landed on the concrete, but I stuck the landing. I looked back and saw that they were laughing. I ran inside the house. I went inside the bathroom. I turned on the shower, and I just started to relax in the water. And while I was relaxing, I realized what I had done. I had gotten away from the two people who I thought were evil, and I did my best to do what my sister would do for me, and that is to stand up for myself. In a way, I appreciate my siblings, my brothers most of all, for always picking on me and making my childhood rough. Without them, I wouldn't have been prepared for this unfair voyage ahead of me in my adulthood. In their own way, they taught me to always run toward an opportunity and to reach for it. In addition, growth wouldn't have been possible without my sister, without her protection. Her courage built up so much, it started to pour out of her and into me. My siblings pushed me past my limit and it made me adapt to any situation, and I had to change my way I behave to overcome challenges. Who has impacted you in your life and how have they changed you? Thank you for listening to my introductory speech. Gracias por su atención. Thank you for your attention.